All right, we are just about 1 minute away from this inventories report. Crude oil is wobbling around. And interesting day today, Fed minutes later. Currently Dow is up 70. This is my first live YouTube event, so this is something new. I didn't advertise it. It's a bit of a test, and so virtually no one knows about this. If you happen to catch wind of this, then I guess you're on this. If not, then it'll be a small crowd, but there'll be a recording of this. And so we're trading the weekly crude oil's inventory report, which occurs every Wednesday, usually at 10:30 if it's a normal week. Holiday weeks, it's at different times. And so you can see the report just came out. We don't know what happened yet. We do not trade the first minute, but we basically take a breakout of this time at 10:30. The closing price was 45.24. At 10:30, it kind of jumped before the report. It doesn't usually do that, and so it usually stays in this range, but it's kind of jumpy today. So there's a lot of bid in this market since yesterday's lows, and so you get 45.24. The breakout will be 45.54 on the next bar. It won't happen on this bar. It'll be 45.54 on the long side and 44.94 on the short side. And so this one bar that popped right before it happened kind of skewed it. That could be something that could be used to improve the strategy to make sure it doesn't have a high range bar on the 10:30 bar, and which would put the entry point higher, much higher than normal, and maybe look at a median price before the breakout. So that's a new idea just based on this price action today, if it were. So 45.54 and 44.94 are the entry points on this trade, and we will see if we get a trade today. Still just watching it. Don't know what the report is. Let me see if I can find the numbers on the weekly inventories report. Long-term trend is down. Intermediate term trend is up. The very short-term trend is down. So Don't have the numbers yet, so I guess there was a the numbers basically said there was a drawdown. Last night there was a report on the EIA report as well, or another crude oil report that had a drawdown of inventories in the market. Went up last night, and our overnight strategy captured this trade. So we're basically
Order filled.
okay. So we got a trade in 44.94. We've got a 30-point stop loss, and we got filled at 44.90. So it was a 30. It was a 4 ticks of slippage on that, and so I don't really like this trade. I would have a long bias in this market, so we may get stopped out on this trade. This thing can turn around and trade to the long side. Would have been more favorable, in my opinion, for the market to go be a little bit lower, and then it had more room for it to go up on the breakout. But we're trading the system as it is, and oftentimes I'm wrong in what I think, and the system's usually better. But this system can get stopped out at 30 points from the systematic entry, which was 44.94. So 45.24 is the stop loss price, which will be $340 risk since we got 40 ticks of slippage. So we're in this trade, and it's probably going to go against us, and we're probably going to get a reversal on this. If we get a 45.54, we could get a loss on both ends of this trade today. So we'll take a look at it.
Order filled.
So we get stopped out on that first trade. We'll see what other trades we get. It's pretty whippy today, whipping around quite a bit. This strategy is from our algorithmictradingsystems.com. And this breakout, we can take this breakout anytime in the 30-minute range, so it could be multiple trades if it happens. I believe that that run below 45 was the stop run, and so I'm favoring the long side of this market anyways. So we'll see what we get. So here, what is the news alert on this? The news alert is crude oil inventories are down 6.2 million barrels. And so I think the market knew that going in, and so that's why it's up now. And so I don't know that we'll get another trend until later on today, but we'll see. I'm typing in the URL in the chat box. Algorithmictradingsystems.com is where we get the strategy from our book Algorithmic Trading Systems. And we need a breakout of 45.54. It could go short again if it pops down here. So you could get whipsawed on this trade if it goes up and down too much. Anticipate higher prices in crude. I'm bullish. I've been bullish on crude. I anticipate $50 with support not much lower than where it is right now. So for a good long-term trade, going long in this area with the stop below 44.50 could potentially be a good trade. We'll see. It's already made its move. I think the market anticipated this last night, and you see these big moves on some inventory reports, additional inventory reports last night. So it's already made its move, and I don't know that it'll go much higher today, even though I believe it will through the rest of this month and into the end of the year. So let's see if we can catch that. Let's see if the market anticipates higher prices through the rest of the year and wants to jump in now. The market's discounting mechanism is pretty satisfied right now. Intra-news event on a very short-term basis. There's nothing really pushing it higher at the moment. It's just kind of happy to sit above 45 Any moves below 45, between 45 and 44 could be buying points for a longer term move. This is a day trade though, so we're talking about two different things. We're talking about a day trade versus a long-term trade. And even when you have a long-term vision of the market, you can still make money on the short side on a day trade. So you see these two strong moves right here. Our after hours strategy captured this and hit its $700 profit target last night. And that's also in algorithmictradingsystems.com. So I hope the audio for this is going through. This is my first attempt at this, and I'm not sure that how well this is working out for the audio. The S&P gapped up last night. It's up 11.5. E-mini S&P futures. Dow's up 76. News out of Asia, Bank of Japan. Moved the markets higher. The Nikkei moved higher last night. We're just going to watch this. So my tendency is to want to get long here and try to play a support game down here, but we'll follow the system right now. This breakout only takes place in a 30-minute window between 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time and 11 o'clock, and so we are 8 minutes into this breakout window. One losing trade already. Not sure if it'll make it to 45.54 in this next amount of time, and if it does, it could pull back some more. So even though I think the market's going up, it could be a losing trade if it does go up, if it pops to 45.54 quickly, and it may not keep running, it may pull back. So on a discretionary basis, I'd rather buy it here than on the breakout, but I'm following the strategy for this video in algorithmictradingsystems.com. So not a lot of excitement on this live stream. One losing trade so far. So 34 points away from getting in on the long side. Again, if you're just joining us, we had a 34-point loss on this. We got 4 ticks of slippage on the entry, no slippage on the exit. News events can sometimes create more slippage than normal. I'm going to flip this over from a live from an event to a live event, and so we'll see if we can. I'm going to stop this broadcast now. Look for a live event on our home page. Hope to be up running shortly for the rest of this.